Intro. What's up, everybody? It's your local hero here with my co-host.
B1, aka the altar. Bring your problems to me.
We here with a special guest. Special. So let me tell you what I was doing. I was happened to be in Tender Box. Happened to be, you know what I'm saying, behind the counter. The homeboy Josh was like, if you want somebody to talk to, this is who you got to talk to right here. He said she's on TikTok crazy. We got a cigar influencer, a brand ambassador. We got Coco Cigar Cutie. She here with us, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
So before we get into the conversation, what's everybody smoking?
I am
Well,
smoking a Sassy Soul cigar, a Jew Breezy Churchill. This is one of the brands that I represent. So,
I
and
see.
she's from Louisiana.
I keep seeing those. Yeah, I keep seeing those. Like every time, if it ain't on IG, is in my cigar group. I keep seeing those. I'm finna sit down for some of those. My
Yeah,
boy just came from Louisiana. He had a couple of them. I said I got to go down. I got to give me some.
yeah, you got to get a and I just had their Big 21 Double Maduro.
Hmm.
Amazing. It's an amazing cigar.
She's not. She's just not just a smoker. Everybody. She's an ambassador. Step
y'all
your
better
game up,
know.
you lazy bums. Be one what you smoking, yo.
Well, you know me. Today, I'm actually trying the Superfly from Oscar Falderes. So far, I'm liking it. I was telling the local hero earlier. It's not my usual type of cigar. Uh, I tell everybody every episode, I'm new to smoking. Uh, so I'm still figuring out what I like, what I don't like, things like that. And I'm noticing that I'm more partial to Connecticut's versus Maduros. But this one's not bad. It is one that I can smoke. It is full body. I'm definitely getting notes of coca. And I told him it's kind of like if you've ever had like a pure coca leaf,
Hmm.
that's what it kind of tastes like to me with a little bit of leather, maybe some pepper, some sort of spice in it. That's what I'm getting out of this one. I mean, it's not bad. I'm not really crazy about the ring gauge either
Hmm.
because this one was actually a 6x60. So I'm not really crazy about the 60 ring gauge. A little
Hmm.
too much for me. Uh, but overall, I mean, I like it. And the only reason I even picked it up is because I'm a visual person. I was going in, I was getting my cigars, and as I was turning around, that wrapper caught me. Like, cause it
Hmm.
was different. So,
Right.
like that bright, shiny purple, I'm just like, what is that? And I
Right.
seen it and I was like, Superfly. Well, I'm a Superfly guy. I gotta have that. Like this was made for me.
Oh,
I have my Asylum
They put me
13.
in a cigar. Look at that.
I got me Asylum 13. If you want to know any of the tasting notes, get it yourself. Um, I'm gonna say I like the Superfly, and as soon as I walked in, and I turned around and I saw that rapper. All I heard was dun 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 dun. Dun. I said,
Yeah,
"Oh!"
yeah.
I danced. I danced all the way to the counter. Like, "Oh, let me get two of these. Get two of these real quick." All right, let's get into
Hey,
the
I want to
show
go give me some.
now.
I want to go give me some fish tank platforms when I seen this. I'm like, come on, I
As
gotta
you
get
should, as you should, as you should. I got a pair of
yes, because
Jordan
everybody needs
platforms.
those platforms with the fish floating around.
I got the
Oh
Jordan
yeah, gotta
platforms in the
have that.
crib. I got the Jordan platforms in the crib. They like number 23. All right, but yo, let's get into the show. Um, so let's talk about that. You an ambassador. Let's talk about what all you
Oh, and
date,
and bass.
ambas,
I don't know.
and is that okay? We're gonna go with ambas. That's what we're gonna go with.
Okay,
Let's just go with
so
what do you do?
so I'm retired. So
Mhm.
I am a retired educator. So I retired 2 years ago.
You got out the right time.
So, huh?
You got out the right time. These
Yes.
kids nowadays
Uh,
is stupid, and I
yeah.
mean
Well,
that with all due respect to the dumb kids.
not respect to the dumb kids.
But go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
So
ahead.
So I was retired, and I caught COVID last year. Uh, um, and during that time, I didn't have taste or smell. Still didn't get my smell back, but I got my taste back. And I like to camp. So I'm at the campground right now, as you can see. I'm at a campground.
Okay.
So one of we call her my camping sister, she smokes cigars, and she said, "Oh, do you want to try a cigar?" And I said, "Sure." Because I could taste. She gave me a Tatiana Groovy Blue. I liked
Okay.
it. I was like, wow, okay, this is nice. So then she came back the following week. She was like, do you want to try another one? And she gave me a I can't even remember which one she gave me. She gave me a Macanudo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Macanudo. So she gave me one of those, and I instantly fell in love. So fast forward to this year.
Hold on. This was all within last year?
Yes.
You progressed really fast through the cigar charts.
Yes. Which
that was a fast progression.
And I'm saying it happened quite by accident. I had no intention of becoming a cigar ambassador of anything. I just enjoyed smoking cigars. And my daughter, who is she is what you call a wig bae. So she is a wig influencer. She's real big on TikTok and Instagram and all that. And she said, well, Mom, if you like it, you should do TikTok. And I was like, that's for young folks, because I'm 56. And she was like, no, just get on TikTok. And she was like, come up with a name. And I'm like, I don't know. So she gave me the name. She actually gave me the name Coco Cigar Cutie. And she opened up a TikTok page for me. And on the page, I just was smoking a cigar. I smoked a cigar, and like within 20 minutes of me posting, like 30 seconds of me smoking a cigar, saying I was brand new to this and all that, I had 500 followers. And I'm like, what is this about? And so
D,
my daughter was like,
TikTok, speaking of which.
Yeah,
I'm not
she
doing
was like,
TikTok.
well,
D, do TikTok.
You need to do that. That's what you should do. And I'm like, what is that? What do what? Like, I don't understand it. And then all of a sudden, people started sending me stuff. They started sending me cigars. They started sending me cups. I'm not their ambassadors, but Caddy Cups that's on Instagram. They sent me a cup saying, "Hey, I think you would really like this cup." And then just at my door, things started to appear. And this shirt that I'm wearing, I don't know if you can really see it. Women Smoke Cigars. This is a group that I found on Facebook, and she literally started sending me all her merchandise and asked if I would be her brand ambassador. And that's how it started.
Normally when people send stuff at my door, it's the cops. So it's the same but different.
It's the same but a little different. The same but a little different. Just a little different.
Little bit.
I can't even lie. People can't send stuff to my door because I've got so many different addresses. Who knows where I am at any given
Lord.
Like I'm at one address right now. You know, I got about 3 or 4 addresses here where I live. So, you know, I never change anything. So people will be like, oh, like even my family, they'll be like, oh, I sent you something. Like, I didn't get it. They'll be like, oh, I sent it to this address. I ain't lived there in like 2 years.
So be one,
like,
what
really?
you need,
like, yeah,
what you need to do
in 2 years.
Is you're now in charge of our TikTok
I need to get a PO
page.
box is what I need to do.
No, what you need to do is get in charge of TikTok. Get some TikTok.
Oh, so all right, so I'm just gonna go in there and start start doing dances with cigars.
Just look. I'll come.
See what happens. See what we get from that.
I'll come up with. I'll come up with the concept. I'll come up with the concept.
Okay,
you do it.
You know, I don't mind TikTok.
Look, I'm sorry. I watch TikTok on Instagram like a fucking grown up. So everything I see is 2 or 3 weeks old. I apologize.
So, okay. So fast forward through all of that. And now all of a sudden I am
so Coca
telling people what to smoke.
So as an ambassador.
I'm sure it was a question at the end of that, but you kind of went out.
Yeah, all I heard was as an ambassador.
What people look for. I mean, it's not like they look for people to tell them what to smoke.
Right.
But some people Yeah, I was gonna say as an ambassador, and you kind of answered that. I was gonna say like, what is it that you do? So like, you just basically, I won't say tell people, but you suggest different things to them, correct?
She put she
I
she
Like
put
based on
she put people in
your experiences,
what
what
happens
you
is
smoking,
she
what
put
you.
people, yeah, she put people in the path of the brand. Basically, she put the brand out
right.
there, and since she has such a big following, they see the
And
brand and they go with that.
so what I normally do, I
Hmm.
the typical cigar smoker. So
Hmm.
like when I say I'll say something like uh I smoked this cigar and it tasted like, okay, so I had a cigar and it was called ginger sweet, so I was trying to figure out what the taste was. And
Uh,
most people say it's leathery or it's peppery or something like that. Well,
uh,
I don't know what leather tastes like because I don't chew on leather, routinely. I just don't.
it's one
Um
it's one of the things. If you smell it, you could taste it.
Right. Like if I smell it, oh, okay, I know that's leather. But to
Uh,
taste it, I don't know what that would taste like. And because I don't have a sense of smell, I
oh
can't
yeah,
tell you
yeah.
that it smells like leather or tastes like
Okay.
leather because
Yeah, yeah, I
now
get you. Yeah, I remember
I don't
now.
forgot what leather smells like. So
Mm.
I just do like a base. It's almost like I hate to use the word dumbing down, but I'm kind of just like doing like an everyday type of thing. So like this Jew Breezy that I'm smoking right now,
Mm.
it tastes like cold hot chocolate.
Mm.
Everybody know what cold hot chocolate
Mm.
tastes like, right?
Mm. Mm.
Oh yeah,
Most
I
people
actually
can
like that.
relate to that. So
Oh yeah.
yeah, I do too. On a real hot day, I like that too. So for me, that's what I do. I just say, hey, you may like this if you like cold hot chocolate or cold coffee or ice brewed coffee or whatever. And that's how I go about the reviews. And it's not even like it's a review. If I want to smoke it that day, I smoke it. Like I don't. It's not like I say, "Oh, today I'm going to smoke this, that, or the other." But because I'm
Yeah.
retired, I smoke in the morning, I smoke at lunch, I smoke at dinner, I might smoke in the evening. Like, so I can have a cigar when most people can't. And so because I can, that's what I post about. So most of
Mm.
my videos are like 45 seconds. I
Mm.
did do one today for a brand that sent me an infused cigar. Um,
Mm.
infused, not flavored, because most people get those confused. So that review was like a minute long because it was a little bit more detailed in how I was feeling when I was smoking it, not feeling but
Mm.
tasting when I was smoking it. It was kind of soft and I wasn't used to that. And then it
Mm.
had a cap on the foot and on the head and the foot, and I wasn't used to that. And I'm like, so most of the time it's stuff that I'm learning. I've only been smoking for a
Oh yeah.
year,
You can't.
so I'm still learning a lot of this.
Mm.
And I think that's what people like is that
I'm right there with you.
So we
I
had
ain't trying to be sexy with it. I don't have no
Because
low cut
it's
shirt.
something that most people, I don't say, and it's something that most people can relate to, because I mean it's been around for a long time. Cigars have been around for decades, for centuries. But I think now, especially since COVID, a lot more people are coming to smoking cigars.
Exactly.
So a lot of
Exactly.
people are newer, and that's what they're looking for. They're looking for somebody that they can grow with, because
Right.
Mm.
I mean, sometimes, yeah, it can be intimidating. Like, hell, even smoking with my brother, because he'll be like, oh, well, this is this and this is that. And I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I'm not getting that at all. Am I doing
Right.
something wrong?
Here-
Like,
no,
Right.
here's my thing. Here's my thing. I was talking to
he'll be like,
a
oh, well, you
rep
should
from
taste this. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not tasting that
no,
at
I was
all.
talking to a rep from my father, and he said he basically is the same. That's why I started doing cigar reviews.
What were you saying? You're talking to
He
a
was
rep?
like a rep from my father's cigars, and basically said something I hate. I do, and I realized that while I was doing it, and I look back, I hate cigar terminology. I hate, on the note I taste this, on the note I taste same thing with whiskey terminology. Now if you're telling me here's when I describe whiskey to somebody, it tastes like this, tastes like this, it hits like this. I'm not going through all that. Well, if it tastes like like butter pecans on a summer day, when you let it
Right.
sit out in something. I hate that terminology. Like, just tell
Yeah.
me. Like, I do appreciate layman's terms when you use it because I don't want to sit around and be like,
Like, what does
oh,
that
you
mean?
should taste. Yeah, you should taste this, and you should because not everybody's gonna taste the same thing.
Right. And that's what I learned when I first started smoking cigars. I would see these
And
people on
that's
YouTube
another
or
thing.
wherever, and they were saying pepper and spices and cumin and turmeric. And I'm like, okay, what? I'm going in the cabinet trying to taste what turmeric tastes like by itself and trying to figure out. I'm like, well, that ain't what I'm tasting. I'm not tasting that. So why are you telling me that that's what I should be tasting? What I'm tasting is
Like, no,
totally
that ain't
different.
tasty.
So I just go with what I know. I go with
Mhm.
I go with terms. Look, I'm simple. I am directionally challenged. So if you tell me directions, I want you to tell me make the second left by the McDonald's, and if you pass the Burger King, you went too far. That's me. So when I'm
Mhm.
describing something to somebody, I want them to
Hey,
be
me too.
basic with me, and I think that's what the appeal is that I'm just being basic. Most people say, "Oh, I'm not a basic." I'm not a basic bitch, but yeah, I am. When I smoke cigars, I am. I'm basic. I'm just basic. And if you don't like basic, there's more people out there that will give you the turmeric and cumin, tasting notes. You're not gonna get that from me though. I might tell you it tastes like turkey.
And I mean, like, what? Hey, there you go. Like, look, this tastes like ham hocks and smoked turkeys. Uh, and look, I
No,
got some chitlin grease taste in here right now.
no,
But
I don't want that
this
cigar.
is what I'm tasting.
I don't
Like,
want that cigar. You're on your own, buddy. You're on your own,
be
buddy.
like,
I only like people
somebody
when
asked
people
me,
clean
like,
them in
what
their
what
house.
do
I don't
that
like
what
going
do
in.
that cigar taste like? Be like, what do that cigar taste like? Grandma house on Sunday. That's what it tastes like to me.
Now I got
That's
a
what it
question.
tastes like to me.
I got a question for you.
Not
Now,
grandma's house on Sunday.
if you
Man,
if you could smoke,
hey, that's one of the best
if you,
taste. That's one of the best tastes in the world to me.
I got a question for you. If you could smoke with anybody in history,
hmm
who would it be?
Al Pacino.
See,
Al
that's
Pacino too
somebody I
slick for
never
me.
even thought about.
See, Al Pacino too slick for me. He be sitting up there, you be sitting at the table like, Al, how does it? You know what you have to do is when you cook. No, Al, you know what? That's too smooth for me. Now, Al, no, you know what? I never thought about that. But yeah, Al, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now here's the other part of that though. So that's the male I would want to smoke with.
Okay.
So the female that I think I would want to smoke with would be Alicia Keys. Because did you know that she smokes cigars?
I saw her with some. I didn't know if she smoked or I know she was taking a picture to take it or she smoked because I know Swiss smoke them.
Right. She does.
Wait,
So
wait,
did she
what?
start
You
before or
cut out.
after Swiss?
You cut out. I didn't
I
hear the
think
name.
she started after. I think she
Yeah.
started afterwards.
Yeah, I think Swiss might have introduced because I know Swiss was smoking cigar for a while.
Right.
Okay, so I got another question for you.
Oh,
And
okay.
I'm sure
Okay.
you bounced to a. Now we're not going to hold this against you at the Tinder
Okay.
box, but I'm sure you bounced to a lot of lounges.
hmm
What is your favorite lounge to sit down at and have a smoke?
Currently, because it
Hmm.
changes. Currently, my favorite lounge is Veteran Cigar Lounge in Clinton,
You
Maryland.
know what? I'm going there Friday because I went online and when I went online it was like members only. So then I hit the guy like, hey, your thing saying
Not
members only.
bad.
Like,
Not
oh
bad.
man, he like
See,
Facebook keep
y'all.
messing up, man.
Folks,
No, it's everybody can come here. And I was like, I'm gonna stop there Friday.
Yeah. Yeah. That's and now and it changes. It changes from month to month, week to week.
Hmm.
Um, I know a lot of people like the place in Waldorf.
Hmm.
Uh, I'm kind of turned off by it right now because I had a bad experience.
Now see,
So I'll go there to buy my cigars, but I won't go there to smoke right now. And my
I'll tell you.
bad experience was I am a Dallas fan, true diehard Dallas fan.
Okay. I know.
I
Okay.
know,
I get you.
I
I
know.
get you. I get you. I get you. I
So
can tell you who it
and
was.
see
I can
here,
tell
I
you the two
thought you were
people who it
almost
wasn't.
perfect.
See, I can tell you two people it wasn't because we Chicago fans. So I can tell you two people who had nothing to
oh
do with this
wow, a
experience.
Chicago fan? Oh my
I'm a
God, is that
Chicago.
really a team?
I'm a Chicagoan. We was in the Super Bowl.
My
Hold on,
heart.
we was in the Super
That's
Bowl
my
before
heart.
Dallas. What you talking about? Dallas ain't been there. The last time Dallas was in the
You
Super
know what?
Bowl.
I have to hear this so much from my partner because he's a Dallas fan. I mean, he's a
Look,
Chicago fan. I got to hear this.
the,
Oh,
the
God.
last time Dallas was in the Super Bowl, Michael Irvin was snorting coke off some hooker titties.
And look,
That's the last
the
time.
Cowgirls do good every year. They do okay.
We do all right. But see, here's the thing with me though. I know I don't have the mis expectations that most Dallas
Okay.
fans have. I'm
You ain't that
realistic.
wait till
I
next year.
know
Yeah, you
we
ain't that
are
wait till
only
next year
going to go
person.
to the first round. I know that every year. I know that. I know come the draft, we going to draft your wife beaters, your drug addicts, your shoplifters. I know we're going to do all of that. I
But
know
that's
because
what
that's
built
who we
Dallas.
are.
That's what built Dallas the first time.
Exactly.
I was gonna
So
say, and
I
you
mean,
know what? Like I'm a realistic Bears fan. Like I know, like people be like, "Oh, well, y'all suck." Yeah, we know that. We already know that. We know our problems. Like we know our problems. Like this year, I didn't watch the draft, but like I was listening to people watching the draft, and I'm sitting here thinking the whole time, okay, offensive tackle. This is what we need. Offensive tackle. And then somebody would be like, "Oh, y'all got a wide receiver. You son of a..."
Right.
We
Like,
don't
what?
need him.
We
We
didn't
need an
need
offensive
that.
tackle. Oh, who do we draft next? Oh, y'all got a cornerback. You son of a... Like sometimes I kind of want to go back home because I'm not in Chicago anymore. So like I kind of want to go to the Bears front office and just be like, "Listen here, let me tell y'all something. What we not finna do is keep doing the same bull every year. All right, y'all need to fix
Well,
this."
you know, once y'all got rid of
Because
Nagy,
then like
y'all was all right.
they'll go out and they'll get a quarterback. And it's like, okay.
The major problem with both these teams
and you know
is
what?
ownership.
My whole big thing with Chicago is
yes,
I
firmly
I don't even care
agree
about the
with
coaches.
that.
I mean that does it does
It's
help.
ownership.
It
The
does
reason
help,
why is
but I'm not worried about the coaching.
The reason why it's ownership.
I'm worried about the players. Because the problem is you're not putting the right players out there.
That comes to ownership. That's the problem. It's all about ownership. Jerry Jones think he can still pick the great football player, and Chicago is still looking for the stuff that won in '85. That's the problem. Everybody's stuck in the past, and they not. Yeah, that was the one time. You know what I'm saying? We was really good. That was the last time we was really good.
Yeah.
The last time we made it to the Super Bowl, we lucked up. I'm not gonna lie. We lucked up on that one. Okay, so. But it's a, you know what though?
I'll say we got close. We got close in '95, but we just couldn't finish it.
You know what though? As I bounce around a lot of places and a lot of cigar lounges, you just notice the atmosphere in certain lounges is different.
I think our audios are off sync is what the problem is.
Yeah, no, she long as the guests understand me, I don't care about you. All right, so okay, cool. Maybe it's you. But yeah, so like I noticed it, like when you bounce, like when you go like Ocean City, I like Senor Cigar.
Okay.
I really like that. If I go to it's so many lounges in Pittsburgh. I like Jernigan's, which one a great lounge. But it's so many, but as you go, you just find like it's different atmospheres you move through. Also Pittsburgh, Sassy Ash, which is black on a lady there, lovely lady. But like it's just different atmosphere. So when I ask that question, I always want to see what people say. It all depends. Like I'm like you. It depends on the mood and the time.
Yeah.
It depends on what I want to do.
Exactly.
Like
because
if I want to go to
yeah, because last month it was Mojo near Annapolis.
You know what? Mojo, I've been there. They got that huge ass TV up in there.
Yes.
And he got that Super Bowl trophy for the Patriots. I forgave him for that.
Right, I did too. I was like, it's just shameful, but okay.
I forgave him for that. But yeah, Mojo Lounge is comfortable as hell.
Yes, it is. And in there, most of the time that I have been there has just been this chill effect that it's like sometimes I go and it's a little popping and it's like, okay, I can deal with it. And then if you go at another time, it's just chill, and that's why I'm really liking veterans right now, because you can go in there and you can either sit at the bar or sit at the table, and it is just so chill. It's not like I'm a rush in here and I got to be loud and I got to be seen, and you go in and you can hear your thoughts for a long time before it really gets busy.
You ever been to Toasted Foot?
No, I've never been there.
Oh, is it Callaway? Toasted Foot is like that too. Very chill, very calm. You can sit down and you can enjoy yourself. Sometimes Leonard Cigars is like that. It all depends on when you go. But I did go to one of the cigar events, and it was nice, man. They had free drinks. They brought out the Diplomatico. They had a Cuban band there. Like, to me, visually, and I've been to a lot of cigar lounges, but visually, Leonardstown is the best visual bar I've went to so far.
Really? Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
The vibrant colors. You got the old Bel Air sitting in the middle of the floor. It's like you got the lounge, the way the lounge extends and come out. The way they got the little drawings on the wall, how the houses look down there in Cuba, like it's just a very vibrant. And I've been to Leaf and Bean, and I hung in Leaf and Bean a lot. And Leaf and Bean is dope. It's a funky little spot, kind of like a Cuban like taxi hut or something. That's what it reminds me of. But the colors are not as vivid as Leonardstown.
Okay.
So visually, and I'm going to more of it visually right now. That's me.
So what is your favorite B1?
So my favorite lounge. I'm gonna drag him to one.
I don't say so. Like I've only been to the 2 lounges that we have here in town. I'm actually out in Kansas right now.
Okay.
I'm in Lawrence, which is it's a college town, home of KU.
I keep telling you go to Kansas City.
University.
I keep telling you go to Kansas City.
They're not really big on football, but everybody knows KU basketball. That is like the biggest thing out here. Like they go crazy over that out here. But so far, I'd have to say the best lounge I've been to out of the 2 that I've been out here. TM has the bigger humidor, but I think Cigar House has the better atmosphere.
Okay.
It just seems a little more open, a little more relaxed to me. I like to play chess, and they have a chess set there. Hey, even if I'm just playing chess by myself, like I'm cool with that. So for me, Cigar House is it's a little bit more relaxing for me out of the 2 that's here. But hopefully this summer I'll get out and explore a couple more cigar lounges. Kansas City actually isn't far from me. It's about a half an hour drive.
Okay.
So, I'm going to try to get out to Kansas City. Nebraska's not big on cigars, but I want to go check out Nebraska and just to see what it's like out there. That's maybe about an hour and a half drive for me. Oklahoma's not that far. Texas isn't that far.
Texas has a big scene.
So, I got a lot of places. I got a lot of.
So let me ask you guys this question, because I'm always wanting to get into everyone else's head. So if you could give a cigar to someone, which cigar would you give them?
Depends on their level.
Okay, let's just say that they are a medium cigar smoker.
Medium cigar smoker, so they smoke cigars, they medium.
Yes.
I would go with the safe choice. I'll go with a Hemingway. Nobody has ever had a Hemingway and said, this is a terrible cigar. I do Hemingway, or I do maybe the AJ Fernandez Nicaraguan, but I would definitely do Hemingway. Nobody has ever, everybody I've ever given a Hemingway to has said, hey, this is a pretty good stick.
I've never even heard of
Juliet. Oh, that's a Fuente.
The
Romeo and Juliet. That's like everybody started cigar except for you. But most people, most people be like, that was one of my first cigars right there, Romeo and Juliet.
And I've had Romeo and Juliet. I bought it on my own though. Like I had one and I was like, oh, that's a pretty. Actually, it was a pretty wrapper. So I was like, oh, okay, I want to try that. And I do have a Superfly in my travel humidor right now. Now the other thing I just found, where did I find this at? And I can't even remember where I found it at, but it is a Baltimore, it's a B-more cigar.
Which one?
It's I want to say 21. I will have to go in and look at my humidor to see what it is.
I've because I know Dan's Cigar Lounge in Rosedale. I know they have a Baltimore brand.
Okay.
And I haven't saw like I saw the Baltimore Acid, but I haven't saw that particular Baltimore cigar anywhere but Dan's. And I know because Dan's has the Baltimore, he got the I think it's 410 or something. It's something. It's Baltimore something. I think it might be 410 or something.
Okay.
And that's the only place I've saw like a official like Baltimore cigar.
Okay.
And so I keep trying to run into Drunken Chicken, and I can never catch it.
Oh
Every time I go to the lounge, I just miss it.
Try that. You have listened.
I know.
Of Sassy Soul Cigar, Drunk Chicken is my absolute second favorite. Matter of fact, I started smoking Drunk Chicken before I did Sassy Soul. The two that I like the most is Living the Dream and Sweet Dreams. Now those are my two absolute favorites. Now she has 7 more, and then she has a Homicidal Hen. I'm not sure. I think it was a limited edition, so I'm not sure if she still has it out. But yeah, she's trying. Me and her have been trying to hook up for the past, I think, 3 months to get together and have a smoke together, and we just haven't been able to connect because she's been busy and I've been busy.
Hook up with your boys. We want to have her on the show.
I certainly will. I will tell her, Desiree. She's such a sweetheart.
I mess around. I go to Mona's. I go to Mona's in Baltimore. They be like, "Oh yeah, she was just here." I'm like, "I'm trying to catch up with her." I pop somewhere in DC like TNG. I'm like, why she keep dodging me? I'll be in like Cigar 210. I'm like, come on, man, we ain't for the key. This is what we not gonna do.
You keep messing her, and she's at Petworth. She's at Petworth a lot. So yeah, she's on the move. She on the move. But I'm telling you, I'm gonna put her in contact with both of you. Because you gotta have her on the show. Matter of fact, when you have her on the show, I want to come back because I just want to be there so we can at least smoke a cigar together.
Oh yeah, definitely. So the next thing I was going to ask you. Well, you actually asked me because I was going to ask you about your. I was going to ask you about your cigars. I was going to say besides the ones you ambassading. That's the word, ambassading. You already told us Drunken Chicken. Drunken Chicken. You already told us that. All right. So if you could give a smoke, same question, the medium, anybody. That's just like say they just got in the mediums and you want to sway them to stay there.
Okay. To stay at a medium. You know what?
They want cigar. They want cigar from going back to flavor.
Oh wow. Okay. You know what? I would I'm gonna have to say, and this is not because I'm representing their brand, but I would have to say the Sassy Soul Big 21 Double Maduro. And the reason I say that is because this Maduro is not like another Maduro that I had. Like B1 was saying that it was kind of, the Maduro was kind of too peppery for him. This one that Sassy Soul has, even though it is a full bodied cigar, it gives you medium flavor. And I mean that by it is like a hot chocolate with a pump of caramel in it. It is so smooth that I could not believe that it was a Maduro. And if you wanted it, even though it's full strength, because I'm not a real full strength person yet because I'm still growing my palate. This right here, even though it's full strength, it hit me like a medium, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is the one I would give for anyone to try. Matter of fact, I did give that very cigar to my niece, who just started smoking cigars, and she's at a medium, and she wanted to see what it was like. And I gave her that one, and she fell in love with it.
We definitely gonna. I'm definitely ordering some. I definitely got to order
Yeah,
some.
you got to try. It's called a Big 21 Double Maduro.
Oh, and what we're doing. Oh, so what we're doing. And I'm gonna mention this because this might be the last episode before we make that choice. We're doing
I'm
a
gonna have to go out
giveaway.
and look for that. I'll probably go out and look for that one tomorrow.
You probably have to order it because I'm pretty sure they might not have it up where you at. All right, we're doing a giveaway. We got two AJ Fernandez coffee mugs, and we might have something else special brought to you by House 9 Cigars. We're waiting for that to get in. It might be a selection that people might like, so
Okay.
we you know what I'm saying? We giving back to the people because
Okay.
we are men of the people.
Yes, you are. And you know what? Because I want to make this so that women know that they can smoke cigars too. I'm going to give you one of these shirts, the Women
Oh, okay.
Smoke Cigars shirts to give away as well.
Wow. See, wow, that's good looking right there.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, because you haven't seen the
Definitely.
back. Let me show
Coming
you the
up.
back. Hold on. Let me show you the back. Let me show you the back.
This is the time. This is a time when a thing that's in our culture, not in the rest of the world.
Can you see it? Did you see it?
Yeah.
The back says
dope.
smoking hot.
But
that's dope.
So I'm going to give you one
now
to give away.
This is one of those
well.
times, like you said, we got. Like I said, we started off with the cups, and we got the cigars from House 9. Now we're gonna get the shirt from you. This is literally when the saying in our culture, it's a really popular saying, comes into my mind. Won't he do it? Folks, a lot of folks outside the culture don't know what it means.
Right. Exactly.
But we say it a lot. Won't he do it? Like,
won't he?
Hey, you got
what I realized though, honestly, when it comes to like this culture and us, what I've learned is that we're so open and help each other out so much that a lot of people say, "Man, crabs in a barrel," but it's not true. Like,
right, it's not.
We talk to Sticks and Stones. We talk to House 9.
There's not as many
they
crabs.
Put us in contact. Yeah, they put us in contact with Black Stogies. I mean, there's a lot of people we gonna get on the show that we're talking to, and it's crazy because we literally just started the show. Probably like this will be our. Let me see, 9th. This might be our 10th episode right here.
Okay.
And we getting a lot of people in the industry in here, so it's cool. Yeah, this will be the 10th. So it's cool how we is just getting people in there. Now I got another question for you.
Okay.
Did you go to Charlotte Smoke Week?
I did not because I was in Georgia that week. So I missed it. And that is where I wanted to go. But I have not been to any cigar weeks yet, but I'm going to my first one here in DMV in end of July.
Oh, which one is that one?
The DMV Super Herf.
Oh, I ain't hear nothing about where it's supposed to be at. Is that in DC?
It's going to be in DC, well, in the Maryland area at the it's going to be at like the National Harbor. It's going to be at Lamont Indian Head. It's going to be at a couple of cigar places in Alexandria. So I'm really excited. I'll send you that information too.
I'll definitely do that.
Put it in there. So that's going to be my very first, quote unquote, first cigar event, biggest cigar event that I'll be going to, because again, like I said, I only started doing this last year and I've only become an influencer in the past 3 months. So trying to now navigate through this is like, oh, okay, I need to be doing this. And again, like you said, people have been reaching out to me and I can't.
And that's kind of how we feel.
Yeah, and let me just say this, because most people that think, smoking cigars or whatever, like I said, I'm 56. I did not think I was going to be smoking cigars. I did not think I was going to be doing this, but you don't have to, and excuse my language, show your ass and show your breasts to be well known. Yeah. If you just are yourself and you do something that you love, then it will all work itself out. And it really has been working itself out for me anyway.
Now I got a question. Now that brings me to a really good question.
Okay.
Now because we got a lot of females that ask me questions. I don't know about you, B1, but they ask me questions about cigar lounges and all this stuff, and I'll answer it the best as I can. Well, like, okay, your first time in the cigar lounge, like, how
Hmm.
was it? Was it intimidating? Were you prepared? Were you not prepared? Like, what do you think would have made it more, enjoyable?
Like
Like,
how was that first experience for you in a
yeah.
lounge
My
as a
first,
woman?
okay, my first experience was very intimidating. I felt like a fish out of water
Mhm.
because I literally went with jeans and like a comfortable shirt on, some tennis shoes, and I walked in and I felt like, oh God, I'm in the club. I'm in the club. I shouldn't be here. I'm not dressed. I'm not, I'm not loud because the cigar lounge I went to, it was kind of loud, and the
Mhm.
females was all over the place, and I was like, wow, is this what it is? And so I did not go back for like 3 months. I didn't go to another cigar lounge for like 3 months because I was like,
Mhm.
okay, that's not for me. I mean, I can be loud. Don't get me wrong. I can be loud when I'm out at the club, when I'm in a club setting, not
Mhm.
when I'm in a cigar lounge. Um, and it was intimidating also because it just seemed like everybody was in their
Click.
own little clique.
Mhm.
And I didn't want to, people spoke, but I didn't want to be that person trying to push myself into a conversation with someone. So I found me a
Yeah.
corner. I smoked me a couple of cigars. I had a couple of drinks. And on the way out, a guy said to me, "Oh, you got to make sure you come back because you're too pretty to be sitting over there by yourself." But he didn't say it like in a flirtatious manner. He said it because he noticed that I was over there by myself and really wasn't talking to people. And he actually found me on TikTok, and he was like, I don't know if you remember me.
Right.
I was the one that said you should come back, give it another try. And I told him my experience, just like I'm telling you. And that's when he said, you need to go to Mojo. Go to
Mhm.
Mojo, get a smaller setting, and maybe that'll, be better for you. And I did, and now I love going to cigar lounges now. It's not
Well,
as intimidating.
if you go to that one in Waldorf, let me know. I'll definitely pop up in there. You
Okay,
know what I'm
cool.
saying? We'll be up in
Cool.
there. But yeah, I always, because a female, that's the women always say that, like, I'm so intimidated. And it's like, you know, and you see, I don't know your end. Look, let me show you something. I got my Padermo shirt on. I give my Padermo shirt on. I'll go there
Mhm.
with that, some jeans and the flip flops. I don't care.
Right.
I don't
And that's
care.
what
I'm not.
but
I'm
I
not
had to
going there
learn that.
dressed up. Yeah, I'm
Right.
not
I
going
had
there
to
dressed
learn
up.
that because some people, they treat it like they're like this is the
They
club.
do. They do. They got
And it was
they
like, I
tie
don't
and their
want to
suit,
do
and I'm
that.
like,
Can I just have on something comfortable? I don't,
I'm not.
I'm retired, so I don't get dressed up a whole lot. If I get dressed up, I'm really getting dressed up to go
And
out
see,
somewhere. I don't want
Yeah.
to get
If
dressed up
it's
to go get some,
and see if I go,
cigar smoke in my clothes.
Yeah,
if
that's the part.
I would
That's
say
it
if
right
I
there.
go to the
Unless I'm
lounge,
going out for my birthday.
I have to be comfortable anyway because when I smoke cigars, I'm smoking to relax.
Right.
So I'm not trying to be stuffy. I'm not trying to be sitting here with a button up and a tie on. I'm not
Right.
trying to sit here in a three-piece suit and smoke. No, that's not what I'm trying to
Although
go out here. Like,
sometimes a
so
button
you
up
might
is
catch
my
me in
casual
exactly
clothes.
what I'm wearing. Sleeveless shirt, maybe some shorts. Like
Yeah, I'm
I'm
not.
relaxing.
I'm
Like
not
I'm
going
treating
there
the
to.
lounge like I'm at home.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not going there to. I'm not going
Like,
there to
hey,
impress
if you give me
anybody.
an ottoman, you
Right.
might even catch me with my feet up. Like
Yeah,
I'm just
I'm
saying.
not. I'm
Like
not
I
going there
might
to
throw my
impress
feet up.
anybody or nothing. Like when I saw you that Sunday, I had just got through with the show.
Hmm.
I was bouncing around. I was getting introduced to people. I'm bouncing around, talking to this person, talking to that
But
person, who's
you
doing
know
this,
me. I
who's
live
doing
my
that.
life like I'm not. I live
So
my life like I'm not trying to impress anybody anyway.
I'm comfortable when I go down because I'm not finna wear. I got suits, but I'm not finna wear a nice
Oh,
suit
that
and
breeze
go
feels
and
nice.
smell like smoke. That's not what's
Right.
gonna happen. I'm not
Right.
like unless like for my birthday though. For my birthday, y'all gonna catch me dressed up. We going to Gibson's in Chicago. We gonna hit a couple lounges. You gonna catch me dressed up for my birthday. But other than that, man, I'm in
Right.
t-shirts and some shorts.
Right.
Although,
So,
be it pastels and nice looking t-shirts and shorts, still
You
t-shirts
probably
and
still
shorts.
won't catch me dressed up.
and that's the thing. So for me,
And see,
after that
like that's
initial,
the difference
um,
between us.
Hold on. What was you about to say?
so after that initial, that initial time at the cigar lounge, I had to come to a realization that a lot of the people, and I'm not saying it to be negative, but a lot of the people that's going to the cigar lounges are not going to relax. They're going to socialize. And
Yeah,
it's nothing wrong with socializing. But when I smoke a cigar, I want to relax.
I do a little bit of both. I do a little bit of both.
Like
I relax and socialize.
This is
We're gonna talk
literally
about
my
bullshit.
me time. This is my time for me.
Like how we talking right now is how I would talk in the lounge.
No, I mean we can do that anytime. But I mean, like for me, when I'm smoking a cigar, that's my me time. That's my time for me to reflect on whatever I want to reflect on. And I mean, that's just me. And I'm like that all the time, though. Like I'm the type of person, and anybody who truly knows me will tell you, what you see is what you get. I'm me 100% of the time. I don't care where I'm at, who I'm around. What I do is what I do. That's what you're gonna get.
It's definitely not an expensive package, as you can tell.
Sometimes, you know, it's
not an expensive package there.
The way I treat my kids, how I talk to my kids at home. Like if I yell at my kids at home, I'm gonna yell at my kids in public. I don't give a damn who around. And if I say something when somebody's not around, guess what? If they're around, I'm still gonna say it. Because I am who I am. You can like it or you can love it. Them are the only two choices. Most people be like, oh, well, you can take it or leave it. No, you can't even leave it. You can take it or you can take it.
You know what? I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna leave it.
Birdman, are we done or are we done?
No, we finished. No, we finished.
We finished.
No, we finished. No, we finished. We finished. I don't like none of this.
You gotta deal with it either way.
Everything you just said, I don't like any of it.
Say that's the difference between like me and him. He's a pastel guy. So you know he's in the fashion and stuff like that. Me, I'm like you. I'm basic. So like if you see me, most colors you're gonna see me in black, blue, gray. That's what you're gonna see me in. Black, blue, gray. I'm in neutral colors. However, me and him can wind up in the same cigar lounge and still have a great experience. Because it doesn't matter, you know. But like he's the type, he'll go out, you know, he got to put on his pastels, he got to look flashy, you know. That's not me, but it doesn't matter when you go into a cigar lounge, right? Because we could still sit down, even if we didn't know each other. You know, we could still sit down in the same cigar lounge, have a great conversation, relax, and be okay.
I was born.
I still tell people
I was born fly. No. Most people aren't. We're not gonna get through with this. No, we're not gonna skip over this. I was born fly. All right. When I was born, the doctor shook my hand
and was like, "Welcome."
Exactly. I was the only baby born with a pair of white Air Force Ones and some blue pastel shorts. I came out the womb dope. I don't know what you're talking about. But
and see when I
life should be
when I was born, the doctor just looked at me and said, "Not this one."
Life should
one, Lord.
Life should
and the doctor
be
just looked at me and said, "Not this one."
That's how it should
not
go.
Him.
My style of dress reflects my personality, man. That's how it is. I dress the way I want to dress. It reflects who I am.
Mm-hmm.
So you know, I'm a vibrant person. I can't help that.
My style of dress reflects who I am. I'm a calm person. I'm subtle. I'm the type of person that if you're in a large crowd, I'm in charge, and people notice that I'm there, but I'm not the loudest one. I'm not the one that you're gonna see that's like right in front. However, I know everything. But I say nothing.
I'm frontlining
so
everything.
You know, like, and I fit in everywhere. That's like my biggest thing. People are like, oh, why you wear such muted colors? I fit in everywhere. There's never a situation in my life because you know I've heard a lot of people be like, oh, well, I was so uncomfortable in this situation. Not me. I'm cool wherever I go. If I'm in a business setting, I work.
I got another important question. Question. If you could talk to a female, a woman that wants to get into cigars, and she wants to be an influencer, and she wants to go to these lounges and these cigar weeks, what would you tell? Like, what advice would you give her to get started, and how to relax and not be intimidated.
Okay, so first, if she came to me and said she wanted to smoke a cigar, I would tell her to go to a humidor, a cigar store, cigar lounge, not a tobacco hut,
No,
but it's a
definitely
real
not.
cigar lounge that
But
had
a
a humidor
tobacconist.
in it.
Yeah.
And I would tell her to speak to someone that works there and tell them what her likes are, sweet, mild, strong, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and let them choose at least 3 sticks for her,
Mm-hmm.
because they will most likely steer her in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
As far as telling someone about being an influencer, because it happened for me by accident, all I could
Mm-hmm.
say, I would tell them just to do whatever you do. Don't go into it like you want to make money or that you trying to gain, be a IG star or a TikTok star. Do it because you want to, and do it because you think that you have something that people will want to hear. Do it because you love it, not because you're trying to monetize it.
Yeah.
Because I didn't go into it trying to monetize it. I did it because no one that I looked at doing cigar reviews were doing basic terminology. And I just wanted someone to tell me basic.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me something
Right.
other than what the industry is telling you. Tell me
Exactly.
something
Right.
that
Like
they
Exactly.
aren't
don't
telling
tell
you.
me something that
Tell
I
me
can
that.
teach. Like
So
Exactly.
like
that's
don't
what
tell
I
me
would tell
something
her.
that 50 million other people telling me. Tell me.
They
Right.
read the
And
tape.
I mean,
Yeah, they
like
read
I
the
like
tasting
honestly,
notes.
like I
That's
do
all it
watch.
is.
Like I watch cigar reviews from time to time.
Especially
And
mine.
my big
Especially
thing
mine.
is I'm like, don't tell me what the maker is telling you is part of the notes. Tell me what
Right.
you think.
Right.
Like, what do you feel? What are you tasting? Like, never
Right.
mind what the maker
Because
is telling you. Like, they'll tell you, oh yeah,
what
it's
I
got hints
also
of cocoa. It's got hints of this. Like, I don't want to hear that. I
right.
can read I
Exactly.
can go to their website and find that out. Tell me, what is it that you personally are tasting?
And
Let me know
and
that. That's what I
also
want to know.
right. And
So
because
I'm not interested in what mainstream is telling me it's supposed to
right.
taste like.
Because most of the time when the industry is telling you, when the cigar industry is telling you about their cigars, they're telling you what the masses want to know. I'm telling you what a small group of people might
Mm-hmm.
want to know. So for me, like on some of my reviews, on one of the reviews I did this week, I told them that the cigar took as long as it did to get my nails done. Most women know what that is. Most women know how long it takes to get your nails done. So for
Yeah.
me to tell them that, I had a lot of comments from women saying, "Oh my God, so now I know I can smoke this while I'm getting my nails done, or I can smoke this during the evening news, or I can smoke this during a 29-minute sitcom show."
So
So
for all the ignorant,
Right.
that's how
all
I
the
tell
ignorant
them
people. So for all the ignorant people, how long is that? Because I have no idea.
what to get your nails done.
Yeah, I have no idea.
So to get your nails
It's a
done,
lifetime.
it is about a
It's a
little
lifetime.
over an hour. A little over
Okay.
an hour.
Okay. Okay. All
So
right. Okay. That helps me.
so
As a
I
for
man
don't know.
who has had to sit through that, I'm gonna tell you from a male perspective. As a male
I
who has
give the
had to
money away.
sit
I'm
through
not
a
sitting
woman
through that.
getting her nails done, it's an eternity, is what it is.
Yeah.
I didn't
You just sitting there, you like, seriously? And like you see them get up from one table and move to the next, you be like, God damn it, you ain't done yet.
If
well,
I
no, because you're
go,
probably thinking pedicure. They're doing both. They're doing pedicure and manicure. I'm
if
just
I
talking
go,
manicure.
No,
I'm just talking getting your nails,
yeah, no,
taken off and put back
yeah,
on. Now, I don't do the fake
yeah.
nails, so I just go for the manicure and getting them polished and all that. So
I'm not
that's
going.
about an hour.
Tell me where it's at, so I can find the nearest cigar lounge, and then you just tell me when you're done. I don't like the smell of that stuff. I'm not sitting around. I'm
Right.
going somewhere else. So I'll
I
just
mean,
meet you there.
there was
I'm
a
not
point in
done. This is what we're
time when I
not gonna
tried
do.
to be that model boyfriend, and I tried to I tried to sit through stuff like that. You know, be like, oh well, I want to go shoe shopping. Oh, okay, yeah. Come on, let's go. We'll go with you. Yeah, never again. That'll never happen again. I'm 40 years old. I know better now.
Speaking of that, that brings me to this question.
Okay.
How do you, you getting all these brands are coming at you, right? Mm-hmm. How do you determine what brand you want to work with? Because I know you had to turn down some, like, this ain't gonna work for me.
Right. I look at their social media pages, and I don't look at it as, oh, they have a whole lot of followers. I look at it like, are they only about their cigars and nothing else? Is it always buy this, buy this, buy this? Or are they out here doing something else? Like for Michelle, for this brand right here, Women Smoke Cigars, she's up in Seattle, Washington. And in Seattle, Washington, they are very strict on the tobacco industry. So she's out there working, trying to loosen up the laws out there.
Change the culture and everything, yeah.
Right. So most of her posts are about, we need to come together. We need to let them know that women enjoy this. Is, if they've been doing, cigarettes for so long, why are you now trying to come at cigars like this? And that was one of the reasons why I chose her. I mean, she kind of chose me, but then I looked at her and was like, okay, I think that's a good brand. For Sassy Soul, I looked at her brand, and I also looked at what she does down in Louisiana. She's helping out with youth. She does a lot of things with youth, and because I come out of education, that sold me right there. So it was like, you doing something in education, trying to better these young folks. Yeah, I can get behind that. There are some brands that I would choose not to work with because of the messages that they send. I'm all about free speech and doing, living your life and doing all that, but I don't want to be known as someone that promotes violence against anyone, not just against women, but young people killing each other. I'm against that. But if I see on your social media you're promoting this, like, no, I don't want to do that. If you're promoting these videos
I'll say you have to. So basically, you choose brands that are aligned with your personality and your morals and how you feel.
Yes.
About things.
Yes.
And I think a lot of business. I think a lot of people when they do that, when they do like ambassadorships, and when they start businesses, that's the thing. Like they go in and they're doing it for the money. And they sell their soul,
right,
to get what it is they want.
I can't do that.
And I mean, sometimes it's like money's not everything,
right?
You can't lose yourself in the pursuit of where you're trying to go.
Exactly.
Like you have to remain yourself the whole time.
Exactly.
Like us, for instance, we pay for all our.
Hey, and for y'all who don't know, that is a domino term. That's a cultural domino term. If y'all don't know about that yet. We'll get y'all there, though. Don't even worry about it. We'll get you there.
When we go, like these trips I take, I pay for them out of pocket.
All money's not good money.
So when we go on these trips, I pay for it out of pocket. I had so many videos with copyright strikes from YouTube. I'm not gonna take them down because I don't care if they monetize. But like I say on every episode, we here. This is bringing this hip hop. We gonna bring this hip hop into y'all cigar lounges. Y'all gonna pay attention to us, and y'all gonna start formulating plans to get with us.
Right.
Because again, there's no disrespect, and I keep saying there's no disrespect to cigar aficionado.
Right.
That's the old guard. Cigar aficionado does not represent our culture, our generation. It doesn't. And I like the cigars they have. I'm not gonna get a Rolls Royce. I'm not gonna get a Rolex. I mean, unless you guys want to pay me enough to get a Rolex, I'm not gonna stop y'all from doing it. But I'm not trying to. You know what I'm saying? When I look at cigar, like it's like, for instance, there's so many hip hop artists in the cigars, and they're making these brands popular. Shout out to Nas, who's doing Escobar. But a lot of these guys outside of Nas, they're just smoking these cigars, and they're not getting any type of like money for promoting it. They're not thinking about, hey, let me go and try to create my own. Let me go. You know what I'm saying? They're not trying to monetize
Right.
the situation. You just advertising these people's stuff and to keep it a Google. A lot of them don't mess with you. Like when and I keep saying this, but that's just it. When Gurkha did what Gurkha did, and I liked Gurkha, I didn't smoke. I still haven't smoked Gurkha since then.
Right.
I like the Ghost. I like the 21. I like the 15. I like all those, but I still haven't smoked it since then because even though you got rid of them, you had to know that was he had to say something at the office or something one time and let you
Exactly.
know that's how he thought.
That didn't
And
just happen. That
yeah,
ain't
and the
something that
fact
he
that
just said off the cuff and didn't. No, he
and
said it before and it was okay.
he wasn't
Like
asked.
like he
He
just
just
woke up that
willingly
morning
put
like,
that.
hey, you know what? I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there in the world.
He
Nah,
willingly put
you
that
knew
on
about
his
this.
He willingly put that on his Twitter. Nobody asked
Right.
him anything. He just came out.
Right.
So that was nothing. So like I keep saying, it's certain like when you in that position, you got to know what to talk about, what not to talk about.
Right.
There's certain things we're not going to talk about, but there's certain things we're not going to shy away from. You either gonna mess with us or you're not.
But
We don't really
and now
personally. I don't care.
with that being said, I also have to say that as a culture, we have to stop accepting that. We have to
Right.
stop excusing people for doing stuff and then being like, oh, but I really like this, so it's okay. Like
I
I
I
mean, like
I
that's when like going real old school to date myself. That's
right.
when Tommy
I say
Hilfiger
it this
came out
way.
and was like,
You know
this
how
isn't made for black
everybody
people.
has
Hold on,
And
hold
you
on,
know
black
how
hold on,
folks
B.
still
everybody
going
has
out
B.
that
B.
buying.
family
B.
member. You know,
Go ahead.
everybody has that family
Yep.
member and they act a certain way. And they always say, oh, well, that's just how he is. That's just how she is.
Mm-hmm.
No, you don't
Yep.
accept it. I don't care if that is how they are. It's not acceptable.
I'm that family member. A lot of times I say things that shouldn't
Yeah,
be
yeah.
said,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
then I deal with the consequences behind that. You can call me a lot
But
of
you
things, but
own
you
it.
can't call
You
me
own
fake.
it. You don't make that as an
Oh no, I
excuse.
stand on
You
it.
say,
Oh no, I
okay,
stand
yeah,
on
I
it.
said it. I
I
said it,
stand
and
on it.
this is why I said it. And if
But
I
if
offended you,
his
didn't mean to offend you, but that's
oh
what
no
I'm
no no no
saying.
no 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 with all due disrespect.
Oh
But
no, he
if
he,
I
he meant
no, I meant it.
that's
No, but
exactly what
if
he
I'm
meant.
but the difference is if I am proven wrong, I
Right.
will go back and apologize for that.
And
But when I say it,
exactly.
I stand on it. And if you feel slighted, I personally don't care. You know what I'm saying? But I feel as though a
Yeah.
lot of people like I said, a lot of people with this, like for instance, it's certain people. I'm very conscious of what I say when we're on a podcast.
Hmm.
And if you're in this business and you've been in this business as long as some of these guys have, and you know for a fact that black women are the largest growing group of smokers. You
Hmm.
know for a fact that the men makes up a large group, even though we're not. I still don't believe we 13% in this country. Well, we've been 13% since the 80s.
I
Either
know.
or, yeah. Even with that, you realize that we putting a lot of money in your pocket.
Right.
You should know what to say and what not
And
to
what
say.
not to say.
You should know what's going to offend people and what's not going to offend people.
Right.
And your job as a president, as a CEO, as
But
as as a person that runs a podcast, your job is to try to offend as few people as possible because I'm going to offend some of y'all.
Right.
That's just the nature of the beast. I'm gonna say something and it's going to offend somebody.
yeah,
It's just going
somebody
to
always
happen. There's nothing we can do about that.
it's gonna happen. No way
But
around that.
it won't be
I mean,
malicious.
and
And
that's when our culture actually needs to learn to realize. And I mean, when I come across, what I'm saying, young black males, I try to teach them. You have to realize the power that we actually hold.
Right.
Don't listen to what they tell you. Like you're way more powerful than you are. Like a lot of people get mad at me because sometimes I refer to myself as a god. And that's because I am. I'm not saying that I am God, but I am a God
talk that
because
talk,
I have
Kanye.
belief in myself. I have
Talk that
power
talk, Easy.
over myself.
Talk
I
that
can
talk,
do
Easy.
I was
things and
going
I
to say
can make
yes,
things happen.
yay.
But the thing is I have to want to make it happen. And
I'm the
I need
biggest rock star of
everybody
them
else
all.
around me to believe that they can make it
A
happen.
B, A B, A
So,
B,
like I
A
don't
B, A B. Hold on,
like
I'm
I
gonna let
mean,
you finish.
like I
I'm gonna
don't
let you finish.
I don't tell people. So it's like, all right, if I want to do something, so I tell people all the time, I don't do what I can. I do what I want because I want to do what I'll do. What?
I'm gonna let you finish, but I had the best line of all time.
People
No,
just don't realize. I mean, we are gods, we are queens, we are kings, and we hold the power in this country.
The greatest.
And what was that line? What was that line?
The greatest saying I ever heard was a man said that we're all gods just living a human
it's just that
experience.
we're not as weak,
so
as they would want you to believe.
all right, but but I'll tell you what, we finna wrap this up. But yeah, our influence, like I say, you can go to any little hillbilly rundown town, and I guarantee you're gonna find somebody that dress like us, that listen to our music,
you got to be able to tap
drive
into
cars like us. So every time, wherever you go, you're gonna see our influence. It doesn't matter. You go to Southern Indiana, which is racist as hell, but I guarantee you, somebody gonna be playing Tupac.
Yes, of course.
Oh, yeah.
I guarantee you, somebody gonna be playing Lil Wayne. So that's the thing. When we talk about influence, and like I said, we're just out here trying to bring the culture into the culture. We trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
We're here to ingratiate ourselves into this culture, and that's what we're here for. So
and
I mean, the way you control the people is to make them feel like they're less than they are.
Hold on, BB, hold on.
What I wish is that Cigar Aficionado, the magazine, had a version for us. Or if someone came up with a version for us.
That will be us soon. That'll be us soon. Website coming soon.
Okay.
Like, yeah, that's our objective, man. We, like we said, we not Cigar Aficionado. Is that's they the men. It's the Bible of cigar smoking, but it's outdated.
Right.
It's very outdated.
Since you're doing it,
see, that's us.
I would appreciate
trying to
women
do things that
our
like
age,
reach out
40
more to
and
the culture.
50 and 60.
B, hold on. Go ahead.
So I was saying,
yeah. So
because
we've been talking about it. We want to even try to get
younger group is taking it over, but it's a lot of us older people or middle-aged people that enjoy it as well. And so our take on it is a little different than the younger set.
Yeah, we would love to have like commentary for everybody. That's what we want. We don't want to just cover it from one side. I mean, because we only gonna see it one way.
Right.
So you gotta have women. You gotta have people of different ages. Because you know what I'm saying, you gotta have a 20-something-year-old that just got into it or might be into it heavy. You gotta have your 30-something-year-old. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have different phases of it. And that's how and that's what I think a lot of places go flat, because they only have these guys, these for lack of a better term, I need y'all to excuse me, but it's a bunch of old white people who are out there, and they cover, okay, this is what and they're doing what they're supposed to do. That's their core audience. They're trying to go to their core audience, and they're doing what they're supposed to do. So I'm never mad at them doing that. But I feel as though it's like that Outcast when they was at the Source Awards. We got something to say.
Right. I think we lost B1.
He'll be okay. Matter of fact, I think that should be like one of our little taglines. We got something to say. I think that's
we
what
got
we need
something to say.
I'm putting it on the shirt. That's what we got to do.
Okay.
But yeah, I feel as though, hey, see, he right here. I feel as though a lot of times we're not represented the way we should be represented, and we're not talked to.
Sorry about that.
To see about, how we feel about certain situations. Well, what can make something better?
Right.
Like I do like when I go to that place in Waldorf. I walked in there, and my man Josh was like, if you could choose it, like what's your favorite cigar? And your name is cigar. He's like, now if you can do anything to that cigar, what would you do to it? He's like, we know you like it. We know the reason why you like it. But if it was softer, if it was this, if it was that, what would you do? And you'll say it, and he'll find something of that nature. Like you know what I'm saying? That's the type of input I think that we need, and that's the type of input I feel as though that you're putting into this with what you do. You're telling people, hey, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you can use all these notes that you read, or hey, you know what I'm saying? You could say, oh well, this tastes like apricots or some shit that we don't really have. I didn't eat apricots until I got like 20 and I was out the hood.
Right.
But you know what I'm saying? That's what. that's what I feel as though they like I said, we got something to say, man. That's how we gonna go about it. We gonna put our voice out there, and we got a lot to say, man. We got a lot of cigar makers who are just starting out there. We got mobile cigar lounges who talking to us. We got accessory makers. We got two TikTok influencers, and brand ambassador, and that's what we trying. We just trying to bring people together.
Yeah. So I appreciate you all having me on.
Mhm.
Letting me
Oh, thank you.
basically tell my story on how this all has happened for me and how it is moving forward, almost propelling itself without
Mhm.
me doing a whole lot other than being myself.
And I noticed when you get that first hit, and that first person hits you up, like it's starting to happen to us. When that first person hits you up, then
Yeah.
people start like, "Oh man, yo, oh hey man, how did yo?" Yeah. Because what I notice is when that one person to get on, and then people will see them, and then they'll talk to the other person. Hey, yo, you got to get on. You got to talk to
Right.
these guys. You got to talk to this person, and then
Right.
they'll get on. They'll be like, and somebody else talk to somebody else. Hey, yo, you got to get up with. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's how you grow.
Yes.
Because right now, YouTube was in a situation where they really want to get rid of tobacco and alcohol and firearm related
Right.
content, but
Right.
it generates so many viewers that they can't. So that's why we on Rumble. That's why we on IG. That's why we
Yeah.
on Spotify. That's why we, you know what I'm saying, we where we at, because we already know eventually they gonna try to shut it down. We don't care about making money. I don't care if we monetize.
Right.
We just want
Right.
to get our message out there.
Exactly. Well, I'm here for it, and I will do my part.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Before we go though, tell the people where they can get
I
up with
mean,
you
we're
at.
gonna try to we're gonna do
Okay, so
ours.
you
Try to
all
stay
can
on top
find
of it.
me on TikTok on Coco Cigar Cutie. That's who I am on TikTok. I am
Okay.
also on Instagram and Facebook, but I'm under my author name, which is B Swangin Webster, which is actually all of my last names put together.
Mhm.
But if you find me on TikTok, it'll direct you right to my Facebook and right to my Instagram page.
And when you come on next time, because you are coming back on, we got to get
Oh
into the
yes,
books.
definitely.
We definitely got to get into the books and everything. We got to get into that. And if we get
Yes,
with
definitely.
Drunken Cigar, shout out to you. If you get on the show, you know what? I'm gonna go find the cigars. They
Yes,
around here somewhere. But even
yes.
if I gotta go to Baltimore, I'm gonna find them cigars.
Yeah, I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. You will
They
not be
will be. They
disappointed.
will be found. If I gotta,
Okay.
hey B, if I gotta mail you one, I'm gonna mail you one,
And
man.
when you find them, I'm gonna have them mail them to me.
All right.
All right. But as always, man, hey, this your local hero.
Hey, I want that cigar. Hey, I'm looking forward to trying that homicidal chicken. I mean,
Okay, yo,
Yeah.
come
we
on,
hey, we getting
homicidal
ready to
chicken.
close it out. So you getting some other, so we get ready to close it out. As always, man, this is your local
B1,
hero.
Katie Alta.
Reminding you to blow your smoke like a
Yo,
goddamn gentleman.
oh,
We out.
you're not gonna tell them to
And
blow your smoke
lady.
like a gentleman? Oh, you off the
And a
game
lady,
today, bro.
and a lady, and gentle lady, and gentle lady. She changed it up on us. We out.
We out.